The CDC is reporting that since the year 1999, drug addiction-related deaths in the United States have quadrupled. So this is a huge topic right now. Joining me now is Dr. Emily Lazenby, and she's with Medplex Inc. So, Dr. Lazenby, what's the biggest thing you want people to know about addiction?
What I'd like people to know is that with opiate dependency, anyone can be affected. We treat men and women from all walks of life, and many of them, when they come to us, feel very ashamed and alone, but there's help. And I think it's so rewarding to be able to take a person that's in a very difficult point in their life and be able to offer them a way to turn things around.
And so opiate addiction is still on the rise.
Absolutely. In the U.S., there's been some recent new attention from the presidential administration setting aside new funds and changing some limits for medications that can help. And in fact, the Surgeon General has even asked people to look at opiate dependence as more of a chronic condition like diabetes or high blood pressure.
So they've focused attention and resources on helping with addiction?
Absolutely.
Okay. And so how can people get in contact with Medplex Inc.? Because I know there's going to be a lot of people watching today that this could really change their lives.
Absolutely. If you or someone you care about needs help, please give us a call at 205-731-9090 or check out our website at medplexinc.com.
Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm Lillian Lalo with CBS 42. The CDC is reporting that since the year 1999, drug addiction-related deaths in the United States have quadrupled. So this is a huge topic right now. Joining me now is Dr. Emily Lazenby, and she's with Medplex Inc. So, Dr. Lazenby, what's the biggest thing you want people to know about addiction?
What I'd like people to know is that with opiate dependency, anyone can be affected. We treat men and women from all walks of life, and many of them, when they come to us, feel very ashamed and alone, but there's help. And I think it's so rewarding to be able to take a person that's in a very difficult point in their life and be able to offer them a way to turn things around. Someone you care about needs help, please give us a call at 205-731-9090 or check out our website at medplexinc.com.
Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm Lillian Lalo with CBS 42.
Hi, I'm Devron Smith with Steel City Realty Group in Trussville. Are you thinking of buying or selling a home in the Birmingham area? What about a career in real estate? Call or text me and let's get started today.
With a disaster, a little compassion can go a long way. One of our clients, a retired firefighter, a man who dedicated his life to helping and serving others, lost his own home in a fire. We searched through the rubble and managed to salvage one precious thing, his original firefighter's uniform. The look on his face, it's a moment I'll never forget. It's why we do what we do.
We are Paul Davis!
I am Paul Davis, and I am a difference maker.
That's it. Swing all the way through, going forward and all the way back. There you go. There you go. Woo!
That's tough.
Yeah.
For him?
Yeah.
Wow.
Drive your hips up. Good. Back with your legs.
Your captains for the game 8, Dion Gunn. Number 21, Mirren Osley. Number 49, Avion Pickett.
Number 7, T.J. Howell, and number 62, Gerald Owens. Good evening, folks, and welcome to Hueytown, Alabama, as the Clay-Chalkville Cougars have rolled down I-59 to take on the Golden Gophers for the 4th time in as many seasons. I need to put an asterisk on that because the Cougars did not play in 2020 as it was a forfeit win for the Cougars due to COVID. Nonetheless, these two teams have faced each other time and time again, with the Cougars coming out on top each time, including at the top of the mountain where the Cougars won 46-42 to win the AHSAA 6A title. Greg Patterson will have his boys ready for Hueytown, and Drew Gilmer will have the usual suspects ready for Clay-Chalkville. Your captains this evening for Hueytown is number 1, Ontario Seeley, number 3, Cameron Kennard, number 7, T.J. Howell, and number 62, Gerald Owens. For the Cougars this evening, your captains are number 8, Dion Gunn, number 21, Aaron Osley, and number 49, Avion Pickett. We're a few minutes outside of kickoff. Rain is forecast for the duration of the contest, which should make it really interesting in seeing some of the calls today. One of the things that is interesting for Hueytown, as I understand it, is in the running game and how that may be affected this evening. There are some players that are a little bit nicked up from last week's game. So we'll have to see how that works out. The big thing being number 6, Jakael Rouser, having to possibly miss the contest, but we'll find out what's going to happen at kickoff. Just a reminder, folks, every Tuesday night at 6 p.m., the Quarterback Club meets in the field house, and everyone is welcome. All right, both teams are getting together, getting their flags up to get set. And Hueytown comes out onto the field first. And here come the Cougars as we get started for this evening's contest. All right, folks. Special teams getting together to get ready for the kickoff. As the rain continues to fall strong and steady here in Hueytown, Alabama. We're going to take a few minutes to recognize some of our great sponsors this season for the Cougars. Paul Davis Restoration, North Park Baptist Church, Brett Rogers, Keller Williams Realty, M3 Performance and Physical Therapy, Medplex Incorporated, Crosspoint Baptist Church, Discount Warehouse, Lawson State Community College, the Daniel Foundation, Ann Road Animal Hospital, Small Steps Pediatrics, Piggly Wiggly and Ace Hardware, and Marshall Family Dentistry. So the Cougars will kick off to start the contest. Number 39 doing the deed for the Cougars, that is Antoine Ellison. And the hand is dropped. And there we go. We're underway at the contest. On the return is number 7 for the Golden Gophers. Cougars in pursuit. And he's going to go down. Number 40 is going to bring him down. TJ Howell on the return. Number 40, Keith Richmond, with the tackle. So Hueytown will start the contest on offense. Hueytown has a young squad this year, but expect big things. The Cougars also have some variations at position. Number 9 under center, he takes the snap, rolling out, trying to find some room, and the Cougar defense swarms in quickly. Number 9, Jabron Ellington, your junior quarterback, is going to be brought down quickly at the bottom of the pile. Number 49, and that is Avion Pickett, along with a host of other Cougars. That's going to bring up second down. Loss of yardage on the play. They'll need 13. Quick pass is on the release end, trying to find some room. Cougars jump all over that. Number 5 with the reception, that is Elijah Hudson. Hueytown trying to maintain the tempo. It'll be 3rd down and 8 for the Golden Gophers. Low snap. He has to get it up quickly. Cougars in pursuit. And the first to arrive for Clay-Chalkville. That looked like number 13. And that is Alex Vassar. Ellington goes down for a huge loss, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Cougar defense looking like they pretty much did last week against Briarwood Christian, where the Cougars came away with the shutout, 31-0. And we have a whistle on the play. So we'll await the call from the official. And we have offsides against the Cougars. That penalty will bump it up a bit, and it'll make it 4th and 12. Hueytown still ready to punt. Number 13, Vassar to handle the duties. And we have a timeout on the field for Hueytown, and we'll be right back.
That's it. Swing all the way through, going forward and all the way back. There you go. There you go. Woo!
That's tough.
Yeah.
For him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Drive your hips up. Good. Back with your legs.
Back deep for the Cougars, Marlon Compton and Kamara Robinson. Vassar back to punt for the Golden Gophers. It's a high punt, and it's going to take a Gopher bounce just on the other side of the 50, and it'll be downed right at the 47-yard line, where the Cougars will start their first drive of the contest. As noted last week, Jalen Mbakwe is now under center for the Cougars.
We've been asked to remind everyone to stand off of the rail and sit in the stands.
Cougars coming out. Now, last year's Cougars were a run-heavy unit. We don't expect anything really different this year. Mbakwe back into shotgun position. There's a snap, and there's the handoff to Osley. Osley looking for some room up the middle, and he's going to be brought down by number 19, Jacob Hanberry. Jordan Jackson also in on the stop for Hueytown. Cougars just across the 50-yard line at the go for 49. The give this time to number 4 coming around the edge. And he's going to get to the 45-yard line. That is number 4, Mario Craver. Cougars looking to keep up the tempo. Once again, the give is to Osley. Osley looking for some room around the edge, loses his feet. We're going to give credit to the turf on that one. Number 99 for Hueytown in the neighborhood. That is Christian Williams for the Golden Gophers. And it looks like the Cougars are going to go for it. That's not necessarily a bad bet considering how the Cougar defense has performed transitioning from last season into this one. Cougars needing 2 yards to get the first. And these are the kind of plays, folks, that set the tone for the rest of the game. So we'll see how successful the Cougars are on this play if they get to 2. There's the give once again, and the Gophers get penetration, and they're going to stop the Cougars. Number 3 for the Golden Gophers at the heart of it, and that is Cameron Kennard. So that'll be turned over on downs, and the Hueytown defense answers the bell. And they will take over on their own 46. There's the snap, there's the give. And it even had me fooled for a second, so nice work by the quarterback on that one. Ellington lost a yardage on the play. Number 96 with the stop, that is Randall Cole. Hueytown looking to maintain the tempo. The loss of yardage will make it 2nd and 14 for Hueytown. There's the snap. And the Cougar defense is having none of it. Number 7 in on that stop along with number 49 for Clay-Chalkville. That is Carlos Ivy and Avion Pickett. That'll bring up 3rd down. With the additional loss of yardage, it'll be 3rd and 16 for the Golden Gophers. They're definitely going to have to put it in the air this time. They have 1 man high. Trips to the left of the offensive formation. Cougar defense showing blitz. And they flush him out. Cougar defense in pursuit. Not a lot of room to roam. And that is Roderick Ivy that finally brings down Ellington. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Cougar defense answering the bell once again. And that'll put the Gophers in punting position one more time. Usual suspects back deep to receive. And that one's going to take a Gopher bounce inside the 40. And it is going to be down at the 36-yard line. And Clay-Chalkville will start their 2nd drive of the contest. There is a penalty flag on the field. We're waiting a call from the official. And this looks like it's going to go against the Cougars. And still Clay's ball. Roughing the kicker was the call.
Roughing the kicker on
So it'll be interesting to see how the Cougars start this drive. On the first one, they ran 4 straight, testing the Hueytown defense. Hueytown defense and base formation to give is to Osley. Osley has a little room on his right side, and he's going to get near the 40-yard line. Looks like he's going to be down right around the 38. That'll bring up second down. About 3 to go. Cougars continuing to run the ball. Osley, the ball carrier, number 90, along with number 33 on the stop. Caldwell with the tackle for Hueytown. Cougars continuing the run, and some room opens up for Osley as he's tight roping down the sideline. You have a flag on the field. That one's going to come back. That looked like holding against the Cougars. So a fantastic run is negated by the penalty. So that holding penalty, and it is a spot foul. So that'll bring up third down. And we have an official's timeout on the field. And we'll be right back. Yep. 3rd and 7.
Ball at 35. 3rd down.
3rd and 7 for the Cougars. Cougars looking to put it in the air. And that pass appeared to be complete to number 4, Mario Craver. And that will move the sticks. And it will be a Brett Rogers, Keller Williams Realty first down for Clay-Chalkville. Ball at the 47-yard line. First pass of the night from Clay-Chalkville. Mbakwe with the quick toss once again, but Hueytown there to answer with the big hit. And that's number 27, Takarius Brooks. Craver with the grab. He's going to be brought down quickly, lost the yardage on the play. Will make it 2nd and 12 for Clay-Chalkville from their own 45-yard line. Hueytown defense reading that one perfectly. And we have a timeout on the field. That appears to be a timeout by Clay-Chalkville. And we'll be right back. Similar to last week, the Cougars looking to find some rhythm on offense. Pass complete to number 5, and he's still on his feet. Big gain on the play by number 5, Taurus Chambers. He's going to be run out of bounds by number 4, Artrell Andrews. With that gain, it'll be 3rd and 3 for the Cougars. Number 5 with the carry once again. He's going to be brought down by number 99 as Christian Williams. Chambers the ball carrier. And that'll bring up 4th down. Loss of yardage on the play will make it 4th and 5 for the Cougars. Similar to last week, as I noted earlier, Clay-Chalkville trying to find their rhythm. Slow start, have a flag on the play. Personal foul against the Cougars. So we have a dead ball foul. That'll cost the Cougars 15 yards. And the Cougars are going to have to punt. Number 5, Elijah Hudson, back to receive. The punt by Ellison. Is scooped up, but a host of Cougars are down there to greet them. Led by number 8 for Clay-Chalkville, Dion Gunn. So that'll be 1st down for Hueytown. Neither offense able to generate anything thus far in the contest. Hueytown coming off a tough loss last week to the Ramsey Rams. Are wanting to get something done quickly. They know what it means to play Clay-Chalkville. There's number 5 with the carry. That's Hudson for Hueytown. Number 7, Carlos Ivy, in on that stop for the Cougars. There's a snap once again. The give is to number 2. He breaks a few tackles. Ultimately, it's number 23 and number 17 bringing them down. That's Jamarcus Jones, along with, it looked like Jabari Staples on the stop. That carry by number 2, DeCorian Thomas. 3rd and short for the Golden Gophers. Clay-Chalkville looking to make something happen defensively, and they stuffed the hole. Have a helmet lost on the play. At the bottom of the pile is Randall Cole, the ball carrier for Hueytown, number 22, Anthony Robinson. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now this is interesting here, folks. But given the field position they're in and the Clay-Chalkville defense, Hueytown's not going to take that chance. Alex Vassar back to punt. But you're going to want to be careful here. Now we have a timeout on the field. Looks like the officials are getting something checked out. We have a false start against Hueytown. So if Hueytown had any designs on possibly trying to fake their way to that first down, that probably vanished with the penalty. Usual suspects back deep for Clay to receive. High snap. And he gets off a bullet. It takes a bounce. And there we have a flag on the play. Number 3, Compton on the return. Number 7, TJ Howell. But a flag comes out, and given where that's located, we'll have to see what the call is. Officials in the middle of the discussion on the field. Holding against the Cougars. So whatever gain came from that return is now negated due to the penalty. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Cougars. The ball spotted at the 36-yard line. Correction, they had to get it marked off. The ball is at the 31. Correction, the ball is at the 26. I'm all over the place tonight. Let me get my calculator out so I learn how to add. Mbakwe directly under center, fakes the handoff, rolls out to his right, tosses it in the air. The intended receiver, number 4, Mario Craver. You have a flag on the field. Pass falls incomplete. Holding once again on the Cougars. With it being a spot foul, that ball comes to the 16. Cougars can't seem to get out of that reverse gear here in the first quarter. 2:15 remaining. Neither team able to move the ball. Mbakwe looks to take off with it. And the turf looks to have gotten him. Number 99 also there, and that is Christian Williams. So with that penalty, we're looking at 2nd and 18 for Clay-Chalkville. Mbakwe looking for the open man. And that one looks like it was picked off. And the officials make that call. The ball wrestled out of Mario Craver's hands. And now Hueytown's offense will take the field inside the 10-yard line. So it'll be 1st and goal to go for the Golden Gophers. Clay-Chalkville can't seem to generate anything on offense. Cougar defense about to have a huge task on their hands with 1:33 remaining in the first quarter of play. And we have a timeout on the field. And it's going to be by Hueytown. We'll be right back.
I'm Devron Smith with Steel City Realty Group in Trustful. Are you thinking of buying or selling a home in the Birmingham area? What about a career in real estate? Call or text me and let's get started today.
Your captains for the game. Number 8, Theon Gunn. Number 21, Murin Osley. Number 49, Evion Pickett.
All right, folks, we're back. Interesting situation here as a result of the penalties and Clay-Chalkville offense not being able to generate anything. The interception deep inside Cougar territory has the Golden Gophers now chomping at the bit to get into the end zone. Cougar defense with a big challenge. And it looks like we're going to have a direct snap to number 22, and he's going to take off. He's not going to have much room, and he's going to have a loss of yardage on the play. Robinson's going to be brought down. Back there, number 7 for the Cougars, that's Carlos Ivy. Cougar defense, as they have been doing, staying in pursuit. Hueytown wanting to keep up the tempo. 2nd and goal to go. There's the snap once again, trying to find some room. And the Cougars once again answer the bell. Coming in at the bottom of the pile for Clay-Chalkville is Roderick Ivy. And number 22, Anthony Robinson, is going to have to come off the field for an equipment fix. Coming back in for the Golden Gophers is Jabron Ellington, the quarterback. Too high, trips right. Pass falls incomplete, intended for number 5, Elijah Hudson. Hueytown spread out 5 wide. That's going to bring up 4th down. And looks like Hueytown's going to kick this one. Handling the chores for them is number 39. And that is Diego Valencia Torres. It's up, and it looks like it is good. So Hueytown will get on the board first, and they lead the Cougars 3-0. 26 seconds remaining in the first quarter. So the Cougars trying to figure it out. Hueytown with the short field manages to get 3 out of it. Cougar defense does their job. We'll see what the Cougar offense comes up with on this drive. Back deep to receive the kickoff is Mario Craver, along with number 16, Kamar Robinson. Torres handling the kicking chores for Hueytown. And he gets off a nice one. And there's a flag on the play. And I have offsides against Hueytown. So they'll kick that one from a little bit further back. It'll be interesting to see the call on this next series from Clay-Chalkville. Cougars being pretty conservative thus far. And really thus far all season. So Torres back to kick it once again. The same suspects lurking about for Clay-Chalkville. And this one's a line drive. And that one is bobbled and then subsequently picked up, and he just stays on top of it. That is number 3 for the Cougars, Marlon Compton. And, folks, it is still raining out here, so we have to keep that in mind. The water is a factor in tonight's contest. So we'll have to see what the Cougars want to do. The biggest thing that the Cougars have to keep in mind is that there are only 3 points on the board. Clay-Chalkville just needs to stay within themselves. They know who they are. And make the adjustments accordingly. We'll see what the offensive line does here. Hueytown showing blitz. Cougars running inside. Osley tries to find some room. He's going to get to the 19-yard line for being brought down by number 92, and that is Jordan Jackson. So it'll be 2nd and 5 for the Cougars. And have a timeout, and it's the end of the first quarter. Your Cougars trailing 3-0. All right, folks, we're back on. Cougars running it up the gut on the last play, and they gained 5 yards as we flip the field for the quarter. Cougars probably wanting to get that big break to shift the momentum. Hueytown's defense feeling confident thus far in the contest, having slowed down the vaunted Cougar offense. And there's the whistle. There's the snap. There's the give. Osley, the ball carrier, number 13 on the stop. That is Alex Vassar. Loss of a couple of yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6 for Clay-Chalkville. Ball is at the 19-yard line. Cougars trying to get it figured out. Cougar offensive linemen pointing out their assignments. Mbakwe has some room, has an open man. Number 3, Marlon Compton with the grab. And the chains are going to move, and we've got a Brett Rogers, Keller Williams Realty first down for the Cougars. So the Cougars finally catch a break and get some breathing room. Finding it over the middle in tight space, Mbakwe throws a rope. There's the give once again. And the Hueytown defense answering the bell. Osley, the ball carrier, number 92. Jackson with the tackle for the Gophers. Loss of a yard on the play at 2nd and 11 for the Cougars. Ball is at the 27-yard line. Tough sledding for the running game for Clay-Chalkville, but they're going to stick with it. And the Hueytown defense is blowing the Clay-Chalkville line up. Osley, the ball carrier, once again. Loss of yardage on the play will put it back to the 25-yard line. So it is now 3rd and 13 for Clay-Chalkville. Cougars need to find that answer to get some daylight for the running game. Mbakwe messaging his receivers, putting them in motion. Mbakwe tries to find some room up the middle. Mbakwe moves and bounces it outside, and he's going to go across the 30-yard line. Vassar runs him out of bounds, and it'll be 4th and 3 for the Cougars. And they're going to elect to punt. Ellison back to handle the chores. Back deep for Hueytown, number 5, Elijah Hudson. And that is a high punt. Fair catch is signaled. He touches it. He touched it. And the Cougars are going to have possession, it looks like. Well, we'll see what the call is. They're fighting at the bottom. And there's what I say, it's a Hueytown ball. I tell you, from up here, it looked like Clay had the ball. But we don't wear the stripes, they do, so the call goes in favor of Hueytown. I guarantee you that's got the Cougar defense's attention. So we'll see what happens on this next series. Number 9, Ellington back under center. Hueytown looking for room. Finds a little bit, gets near the 40. Hudson on the carry. Gain of 5 on the play. 2nd and 5 for Hueytown at the 40. There's the give once again. And number 5, Hudson, finding some room at the bottom of that pile. Number 49 and number 6 for Clay-Chalkville. That is Avion Pickett and DJ Barber. Hueytown maintaining the tempo, looking to wear down the Cougar defense. Ellington fakes it, and he's going to keep it, and he's going to get there, and it'll move the sticks. It'll be a first down for the Golden Gophers. They get to the 49-yard line. Hueytown looking to maintain tempo once again, getting set quickly. They put it up in the air, and that one hits the defender in the back. Roderick Ivy, if he had turned around, would have had a surefire interception. Pass intended for Howell. Falls incomplete. That'll bring up 2nd down. In cases like that, that usually gives the defense a chance to reset. Cougars showing blitz. There's the snap. Got penetration and pursuit, and he's going to have to throw that one away. As I noted earlier, after that incomplete pass, that's usually a chance for the defense to kind of reset and see what's going to happen. Now we got a 3rd and 10 for the Golden Gophers. I would expect them to go to the air on this next play. The Cougar defense has shown their propensity to not allow much on the ground. So you got one man up high, 2 down, 1 goes into motion. He's got some pressure, looking to see if he's got an open man, and he does. But that one's stolen away by the Cougars, and it's being run back. Number 12, with the interception. Xavier Starks with the highway robbery from Hueytown. And the Cougar defense answers the bell once again. Just when the Gophers thought they had one, the Cougars plug up the hole. And the offense will come back out to the field. Ball is at the 29-yard line. Hueytown, feeling they had the momentum, tried to go over the top against the Cougars. Cougars with 3 high. Number 27 showing blitz. He's back there. Osley, the ball carrier. Hueytown loading up the line. Number of Hueytown defenders in on that stop. The Hueytown defensive front feeling confident right now. Mbakwe trying to get his players into motion and where they need to be. A bit of miscommunication on the field. Flag on the play. Pass is complete. Number 10 with the reception. That is Corey Barber. He's going to be brought down by number 4, Hartrell Andrews. But a false start against the Cougars will bring that back. As a result of the play, it'll be 2nd and 15 for the Cougars. Cougar offense needs to find a way to get in motion. Down 3-0. 7 minutes remaining in the first half of play. Cougar offense trying to find a way to get something going. Ball is in the air. And that pass is incomplete. In coverage, number 1, Ontario Seeley. Cougars can't find an open man. Number 4, Craver, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 3rd and long for the Cougars. Ball at the 24-yard line. Well, we know this is going in the air for sure. Mbakwe has time. Bounces it around, looking for the open man. Number 27 all over him. But there's a flag on the field. Number 27, Jaquarius Brooks. Thought there was a flag on the field. And they picked it up. Hueytown forcing the Cougars into a punting situation again. Number 39, Ellison with the punt. On return, number 5, Hudson. And he's going to get to the 45-yard line inside of Clay-Chalkville territory. Rain continues to fall on the field. The Cougar offense has got to find a way to get it going. And we have a timeout on the field. And we got to remember, folks, this is the officials' timeout because of the time of the year, and we'll be right back.
The storm was intense. took off nearly half our building's roof. Paul Davis immediately secured and stabilized our property to prevent further damage.
With commercial properties, speed really matters. We use 360 scanning to make a rendering of the damaged space. In no time, our specialists were at work.
The technology they used made it easy for our staff, the insurance company, and the contractors to coordinate progress and speed up repairs.
This church is vital to the community. We focused on getting the doors back open. I am Paul Davis, and I am a difference maker.
All right, folks, we're back. Lots of questions to be answered for the Clay-Chalkville offense. Normally known to be a pinball machine when it comes to scoring, the Hueytown defense has shut them down this evening. There's the quick release to number 7 for Hueytown. Dion Collins immediately brings them down. Howell, the receiver. Gain of 2 on the play, 2nd and 8 for Hueytown. Hueytown running the ball off tackle. He's going to run into several Cougar defenders. The bottom of the pile, Roderick Ivy, number 24, Quintrell Jackson. Xavier Starks on the stop as well. Third and 5 for the Golden Gophers. Cougars looking to stop Hueytown. It appears like the Gophers are trying to draw them off sides. Cougars showing blitz. Number 9 finds a seam to get the first down. Ellington finds the gap, and he's going to move the sticks. Host of Cougar defenders bring him down. Gophers showing patience. Golden Gophers trying to go with the misdirection. Number 44 for the Cougars brings down Ellington. That is Carson Kimbrough. This time the ball is handed off. And a sea of blue jerseys get in there. Number 6, DJ Barber, leading the way with that stop. It'll be 3rd and 7 for the Golden Gophers. They are at the 28-yard line. Key play here for the Cougars, and that lateral comes loose. That ball is loose. So that's going to bring up 4th down. And it looks like they are going to say that that was a forward pass. Appeared to be a lateral to me, but it's 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Hueytown looking to put it in the air. Cougar defense in pursuit. And they're going to run him out of bounds right about the 27-yard line. Hueytown looking for a horse collar call, but he did have the jersey. So the ball will be turned over on downs. Once again, the Cougar defense getting Clay-Chalkville out of the jam. 3:43 remaining in the first half. It'll be interesting to see what the Cougars do here. Key thing to remember is the Cougars get the ball back to start the second half. Number 5, the ball carrier. That is Taurus Chambers. That looked like number 90 that brought him down, Cole Caldwell. '92 at the bottom of that pile again. Number 5, Chambers with the carrying chores for Clay-Chalkville. It'll be second and short for the Cougars. Cougars at 3rd and 1. Number 5, once again, he has enough for the first. And the Golden Gophers try to push him back, but not before the sticks move. At the bottom of the pile is Artrell Andrews for Hueytown. So the Cougars get a Brett Rogers, Keller Williams Realty first down for Clay-Chalkville. Cougar offensive line needing to get a push. We'll see what happens. Mbakwe back to pass, releases it, and that one is going to be caught. And he's going to get to the 43-yard line. Corey Barber comes up with a bit of a limp. Looks like they pick up the flag. I stand corrected on that one. That one cost the Cougars 5 yards. Another flag on the play. False start against the Cougars. So now the Cougars find themselves in 1st and 20. Giving back what they earned to get the first down to begin with. Coach is getting the plays out there. We got trips up high. Single man down low, shotgun formation. And there's the give once again to number 5, Chambers. Cougars staying conservative. Number 0, Keith Green with the stop for Hueytown. Short gain on the play, 2nd and long for the Cougars. Ball is at the 30-yard line. Cougar offense has not been able to figure it out the entirety of this first half. Have a flag on the field. So we'll await the official's call, because regardless, it's a false start against the Cougars. Looks like Barber got out of there just before the snap. So it remains 2nd down and about 23 yards to go for the Cougars. Penalties have been the Achilles heel all night for Clay-Chalkville. Cougars continuing to run. With about a minute remaining in the first half, it would seem to me that they're just looking to get out of here to go and regroup to start the second half of play. And given the way everything is gone, that might not be a bad move, as they're just letting the clock work itself down. because I'm sure they're going to have a whole lot to talk about in the locker room before they come out for the second half. And we have a timeout on the field for Clay-Chalkville, and we'll be right back.
Swing all the way through going forward and all the way back. Perfect. Good job. There you go. There you go. Woo.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, folks, we're back. And, you know, I had a hard time with math when I was in high school, and I'm having a hard time understanding what's going on with the Cougar offense tonight. Now, is the rain a factor? Absolutely. But this team was a running machine last season, expected to be the same this year. Here's the give to Osley. Osley bounces outside, trying to find a little bit of room. He's going to be brought down by number 27, Jacarius Brooks of Hueytown. And that's going to bring up fourth down with about 13 seconds left in the game. And it looks like at this point, both coaches are just going to let that clock run and go and figure it out for the second half. And that'll do it for the first half, folks. The Golden Gophers lead the Cougars 3-0 to close the first half of play. As we get ready for our bands, we'll be right back.
Opiate addiction is still on the rise.
Absolutely. In the U.S., there's been some recent new attention from the presidential administration, setting aside new funds and changing some limits for medications that can help. And in fact, the Surgeon General has even asked people to look at opiate dependence as more of a chronic condition like diabetes or high blood pressure.
So they've focused attention and resources on helping with addiction?
Absolutely.
Okay. And so how can people get in contact with Medplex Inc.? Because I know there's going to be a lot of people watching today that this could really change their lives.
Absolutely. If you or someone you care about needs help, please give us a call at 205-731-9090 or check out our website at medplexinc.com.
Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm Lillian Lalo with CBS 42.
Music gives soul to the universe, wings to the mind, flight to the imagination, and life to everything. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, from Clay, Alabama. The last time there were 3 better drum majors than these young lady was? Never. TikTok, Instagram Live, it's viral time. Now stand up and get crunk. make some noise. It's raining out here, but put your hands together as we get ready to have some fun. This evening we will pay tribute to perhaps the greatest entertainer of all time. Songs from the King of Pop, Michael Jackson. As the band plays throughout this week, the temperature highs will be close to 100 degrees while gas prices are rising. Tell us, can you feel it? As the band performs the Billboard pop single Heartbreak Hotel, featuring the Cougarettes, drum with a little something, something from the drum line in the middle. for the mighty marching Cougars. Now we want everybody to rise to their feet and put their hands together and sing along. I'm so glad. Let's give it up for the mighty marching Cougars. The band is under the field direction of drum majors Santi Bennett, Madison Broadnax, and Michaela Carmichael. Your color guard captain is the Erica Hope. Your dance line captains are Chelsea Gray and Bridget Rancher. Kelvin Minion is your band director, assisted by Alex Wills, Jeff Calvert, Patricia Wright. Our auxiliary sponsor is Tawanisha Booker. Our auxiliary sponsor is Julie Crouch, and our percussion instructor is Lazarus Mosby.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Dr. Walter Gosling, Superintendent of Jefferson County Schools, and Mr. Ryan Howard, Principal of Hueytown High School, we proudly present the Hueytown High School Marching Band. The 2023 halftime show is The Magic of Hueytown, featuring 24-Karat Magic by Bruno Mars, I Put a Spell on You by Bette Midler, and Superstition by Stevie Wonder. This year's halftime show is sponsored by Back Family Restaurant. You deserve a break today at McDonald's. Robbie D. Wood, you are not average, and neither are we. And Hueytown Hardware, do it best at Hueytown Hardware. Please enjoy Hueytown High School Band as they create Hueytown Magic. Now, down your feet, rise and cheer for your Hueytown football.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's give our bands another hand again. Fantastic. Well, if you're a season ticket holder, pay attention because tonight we have a second giveaway from Uncle Sam's, a season pass drawing number 2. And if you are the holder of season pass number 24, you've won a $50 gift certificate to Uncle Sam's. If you'll come to the PA box and show us your season pass number, we'll give you your certificate. Congratulations to the winner.
Swing all the way through going forward and all the way back. Perfect. Good job. There you go. There you go.
Woo, wow.
Yeah.
All right, fans. There are a lot of questions to be answered entering the second half for the Cougar offense. As I'm sure you all out there watching probably have a lot of questions yourselves. This has to be the slowest night that I can recall in recent memory where the Cougars have been shut out. I do believe even by this time last season when we were playing the Thompson Warriors, that we had actually scored before the end of the first half, and certainly during the contest against Parker. So Hueytown kicking off to the Cougars. So we will have to see what this brings. Valencia Torres with the kickoff, and he gets off a line drive, and that one is going to be scooped up by Craver. Craver finding a little room. Craver turning on the Jets. No one's going to stop him. He's going down the sideline. Touchdown, Cougars. Now, that's what you talk about. That's what we talk about when we talk about starting off the second half with a bang, folks. Mario Craver struggled in the last game with a couple of turnovers. Had one taken away from him in the first half and comes out with the flames on to open the second half of play. That's got to fire you Cougar fans up watching online. And the change is collected by number 39, Anton Ellison. And the Cougars have the lead just like that, 7-3. What a way to open the second half of play, folks. And you can see the Hueytown players down there talking to one another, making sure that they don't let that one get to them. Folks, plays like that can be a game changer. So Ellison will kick off to the Cougars. And we'd like to thank Paul Davis Restoration for sponsoring our kickoffs in this contest. And that touchdown was brought to you by North Park Baptist Church, 5700 Deerfoot Parkway. Be sure to see them this Sunday. Cougars getting ready to kick off. The fans have been re-energized. And there's the kick, and it's high and it's deep. And that one is going to be brought back by number 7 for the Golden Gophers. And he's going to be snuffed out immediately. Number 25 and number 19 on the stop. 19 arriving there first, and that's Jeremy Billingsley. TK Slaughter getting a piece of the action. And this 1st and 10 from the 11. Now you know that the defense has got to be chomping at the bit, having the Gophers backed up near their end zone. So it'll be interesting to see what the Cougs do here. Verifying their coverages. Hueytown man in motion, keeping the formation tight. Number 7, the ball carrier. Host of Cougar defenders in on the stop. At the heart of it once again, Roderick Ivy. Getting a piece of that action. Number 20, Dion Collins. Hueytown wanting to maintain the tempo. The Cougars have seen that misdirection before. Uh-oh! Nothing happening there. First to arrive, number 13 for the Cougars, and that's Nakarius Allen. That play is going to lose a bit, and it'll be 3rd and 9 for the Gophers. Ellington talking to his team, getting them lined up. There's the snap. He rolls out. He's not going to have a lot of room, and he's going to be brought down by number 6, DJ Barber. Nothing happening on that play, and that'll bring up 4th down. I'll tell you what, folks, how about that Cougar defense? Back to punt, number 13, Alex Vassar. The usual suspects back deep for the Cougars. Fair catch is signaled. Number 16, Kumar Robinson retrieves it. And the Cougars are going to start the opening drive of this half for themselves at the 40-yard line. So Clay will be starting their first drive now. Given the offensive woes in the first half, it'll be interesting to see what they come up with for the second half of play. They're in Hueytown territory. Single man down 2 high. And number 5 has some wiggle room. And he's going to get to the 26-yard line and move the sticks for Clay-Chalkville. That is Taurus Chambers. And he's going to have Brett Rogers, Keller Williams Realty first down. Cougars looking to maintain tempo. 5 with the carry once again. Looks for some room outside. He's going to be forced out. And that looked like number 1, Ontario Seeley. That's a gain of about 6 on the play. So it'll be 2nd and 4 for the Cougars. Cougars blowing a hole open once again. And the Cougars taking advantage of it. Seeley once again with the stop along with some help from number 4, Andrews. But we have a flag on the play. We'll see the call from the official. And then it's holding against the Cougars. So that one will come back. Those are penalties you don't want to see because they slow the momentum down. And it gives the defense a chance to regroup. And I can promise you, Hueytown was thankful for that break in the action. As a result of that penalty, the ball goes to the 30-yard line. Single man in the backfield. Mbakwe directly under center. There's the toss. Number 5 once again has some room, squirts outside, stays on his feet, and he's going to get inside the 25-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. Seeley once again getting the work in for Hueytown. And that will bring up 3rd and 7 for the Cougars. Shotgun formation. Mbakwe makes the handoff. The turf monster got in that time. And that'll bring up 4th down. Ball is at the 23-yard line. So the next move by the Cougars is to bring number 39 out, Antoine Ellison. Now, folks, I can tell you this is something that we've got to get acclimated to at Clay-Chalkville. We have had some special teams difficulties over the years, but Ellington has been refreshing to see thus far this season. There's the handoff, and there's the kick, and it is good. Antoine Ellison collects $3, and the Cougars extend their lead to 7. 8:23 remaining in the third quarter. I said we lead by 7. All right, folks, the Cougars now have the momentum. They're able to come away with some points. Hueytown giving them short field position. The offense bogged down after the penalty. That is something that they're going to have to address as the season progresses. Next week, the Cougars will be on the road again to face a much improved Pell City team. So they can take nothing for granted this season. And Ellison swings a boomer inside the 5-yard line. And nothing happening once again. That Cougar special teams all over it. Number 10, Corey Barber, making swift work of the return man. Howell on the return for Hueytown. And once again, the Cougar defense have an opportunity to go chomp, chomp, bite, bite, and pin Hueytown's ears back. These are situations no offense wants to find itself in, especially against a defense playing the way the Cougars are this evening. Defense has to feel energized, and nothing happening on that play. Loss of yardage will take it back to the 5-yard line. Number 49, Avion Pickett wrapping him up like a Christmas gift quickly. That'll bring up 2nd and 12 for the Gophers. Gophers looking for room. Loss of yardage again. Hueytown pushed back to the 2. Ellington tries to keep it. Looking at that spot, it might be closer to the 3. Clay-Chalkville has to be thinking safety here. Here they come. Number 5 has some room before he's tripped up as he scampers across the 10-yard line. Hudson, the ball carrier for Hueytown. And that's going to bring up 4th down for the Gophers. Back deep for the Cougars, the usual suspect. Same person punting it. And the Cougars get on top of it. Number 16, Kamara Robinson covering it up. Once again, the Cougars have short field position. This time being just inside the 35 with the ball spotted right about the 34-yard line. .657 remaining in the third quarter. Cougar offensive coaches having a discussion with them, letting them know, I'm sure, that they need to make the most out of this particular drive. Mbakwe back in shotgun. Fakes the handoff. Looking for a man downfield. Mbakwe is going to take off himself, and he's going to go out of bounds. Looks like around the 36-yard line, and it's going to lose a yard, I believe. And that's exactly what happens. Vassar runs him out of bounds. I can promise you the offensive coordinator wanted him to get rid of that ball. The one thing you don't want to do is take a loss on the play when you don't have to. Man goes into motion. Mbakwe takes the snap, looks for an open man. Can't find one, steps up in the pocket, steps back around, tries to find somebody open. Looks like he has someone. There it is. And that one is picked off almost. Dangerous throw. Compton, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 3rd down for the Cougars. Mbakwe trying to find open man. There he called blitz. Looks like Hueytown looking to snatch that one out of the sky as well. And that is going to bring up 4th down for the Cougars. Now we have an interesting call here, folks. The Cougar defense has been playing lights out all night. The Cougars are going to go for it, putting their faith in the defense. Not really surprised at that one. Gilmer has gambled before, and this seems like a safe bet. There it is. Oh, and the pass is in and out of the hands of number 82. Jaden Stone was open, and that would have been a 1st down for the Cougars, but that's going to be turned over on downs. Those are the ones you got to get. Even if it's slightly behind you, that was a catchable ball. And we have a timeout on the field, and we'll be right back.
With the disaster, a little compassion can go a long way. One of our clients, a retired firefighter, a man who dedicated his life to helping and serving others, lost his own home in a fire. We searched through the rubble and managed to salvage one precious thing, his original firefighter's uniform. The look on his face, it's a moment I'll never forget. It's why we do what we do.
We are Paul Davis!
I am Paul Davis, and I am a difference maker.
All right, we're back, folks. The Cougar offense has stalled all night. And the Golden Gophers looking to take advantage of it. Number 49, Avion Pickett getting the business. Robinson, the ball carrier. It's 2nd and 8 for Hueytown. Ball right at the 40-yard line. There's the option. And not much happening on that play. Might have gained a yard. So it'll be 3rd and 6 for the Gophers. Ball at the 41-yard line. Cougar defense looking to get another stop. Cougar defense in pursuit. Number 9's going to keep it. He's going to have enough for a first down. Ellington scampers his way to move the sticks and keep the drive alive for Hueytown. Hueytown keeping the tempo up. Looking to wear the Cougar defense down to get a break. Number 5 trying to carry it once again. He's going to get a yard. Neither one of these defenses have allowed a whole lot of rushing this evening. Have a sideline warning. And we have the officials mid-quarter break. Remember, folks, we're in the summer season, so they do this. We'll be right back. Folks, we're trying to get it figured out. The Cougar offense has been completely ineffective this evening. There have been some bright moments, but they haven't been able to, I get what you'll call, close the books. That pass is complete, and there's a flag on the play. Number 81. Noah Armstrong with the grab. And they're going to have to talk about that one. And they're going to call a 15-yarder against the Cougars. They're saying he was defenseless. Now, I certainly don't remember a penalty being called on the previous shot, but we'll just leave that where it sits. And I think we all know what we're talking about for those of you who are watching out there. Oh, no. There it goes on the ground. The Cougars say they have it. And they do. Hueytown trying to get fancy pants. And guess what? It results in a turnover. Cougar defense answering the bell once again. 4:16 remaining in the third quarter. And the ball to be spotted at the 40-yard line. So the Cougar offense comes out once again. Number of things that address. Number 5, once again, is going to be brought down by number 90. Caldwell with the tackle. Chambers, the ball carrier for Clay-Chalkville. No gain on the play. Pardon me, folks. That's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Cougars. Ball at the 40-yard line. Mbakwe looking for somebody downfield. There it is. And overthrows the intended receiver, and that is Marlon Compton. That'll bring up 3rd down for the Cougars. This will be interesting here, folks. I mean, the Cougars have had drives just stalling and stalling and stalling. We'll see if they can make some hay on this 3rd down. Jay Bubba looks for the open man, and he has him. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 49-yard line. So he's going to be short by a yard. There's no doubt that the Cougars are going to go for this one. Cougars needing exactly a buck to get 10. This is going to be interesting. The main thing I'm interested in is the offensive line. What is the offensive line going to do, and how are they going to hold up on this play? Hueytown's going to bring everything but the kitchen sink, and they're probably going to end up calling a timeout, which they do, to talk about it. So I fully expect Hueytown to bring everything but the kitchen sink, and we'll be right back.
Swing all the way through going forward and all the way back. Perfect. Good job. There you go. There you go.
Woo, wow.
Hi, I'm Devron Smith with Steel City Realty Group in Trustful. Are you thinking of buying or selling a home in the Birmingham area? What about a career in real estate? Call or text me and let's get started today.
All right, folks, we're back out of the timeout. The Cougar offensive line is going to be asked of a lot on this next play. If you're at home watching, number 27 and number 19 are the ones to watch for Hueytown. That is Jacarius Brooks and Jacob Hanberry. I fully expect them to cheat up as the fans begin to make some noise. Number 13 cheating up as well. That's Vassar, who's been busy all night. And offsides against the Gophers. Lined up in the neutral zone. So that'll move the sticks for the Cougars. And I don't know whether to breathe a sigh of relief or just simply be thankful. Either way, the Cougars have a fresh set of downs. There's the give once again. Number 5 has some daylight. Kill grinding his way across the 40, and he's going to get near the 37-yard line. Vassar with the stop. Chambers the ball carrier. And we have an injury timeout. One of the Cougars is dinged up. That is number 54 for the Cougars, and that is the center, Brady Phillips. And he can't even walk across the field on his own. Folks, I tell you, that is a critical loss right there for the Cougars. Hopefully it is cramps, and that's what we want to see. He's walking off under his own power. That might be what it is, folks. You know, it is still hot. The players still have to hydrate. So hopefully we're just dealing with some cramps. He needs to get hydrated. A little pickle juice, a little Heinz mustard can help fix that. And that's important, as it can catch up with you, even though it's not 100 degrees out there. That's why they take those mid-quarter breaks this time of the season, to make sure those players are hydrated. Miscommunication, ball comes loose, and the Cougars, I believe, still have it. So it looked like they swapped A.J. Williams over and then put Cameron Cottrell in his spot for that play. Chambers, the ball carrier once again. That'll bring up second down. Cougars needing 8 for a first down. Mbakwe directly under center. And Mbakwe has somebody in pursuit, escapes the tackle. Had an open man. Number 3, Marlon Compton, ball is thrown out of bounds. That'll bring up third down. A minute remaining in the third quarter. Clay-Chalkville looking for any solution offensively to keep this drive alive. Mbakwe with the short pass to number 5. Number 5 has some room, has enough for a first down and more, getting inside the 20. They're going to say he's down right at the 20, and that is Chambers. Stuart Floyd opening up the playbook, looking to see what's going to stick. Low snap, Mbakwe has to get on top of it. Loss of 5 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 15 for the Cougars. Given the weather this evening, it's really been more of a defensive Donnybrook than anything. Osley, the ball carrier, and he's wrapped up immediately by the entire defensive front for Hueytown, led by number 90, and that is Caldwell. And that is the end of the third quarter, folks. We'll be right back as we prepare to enter the fourth quarter of the contest.
Opiate addiction is still on the rise.
Absolutely. In the U.S., there's been some recent new attention from the presidential administration, setting aside new funds and changing some limits for medications that can help. And in fact, the Surgeon General has even asked people to look at opiate dependence as more of a chronic condition like diabetes or high blood pressure.
So they've focused attention and resources on helping with addiction?
Absolutely.
Okay. And so how can people get in contact with Medplex Inc.? Because I know there's going to be a lot of people watching today that this could really change their lives.
Absolutely. If you or someone you care about needs help, please give us a call at 205-731-9090 or check out our website at medplexinc.com.
Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm Lillian Lalo with CBS 42.
Folks, we're back live. All right, folks, we're back live. Coming off the field is number 90, Cole Caldwell. Now, this is huge. Caldwell has been getting in a lot of the heavy lifting for the Hueytown front four on defense. And it looks like he's dealing with cramps as he just wants to get something to drink and get over there with the trainer to get him checked out. He's picking up his pace walking. We'll see what the Cougar offense comes up with this time. Could be an opportunity waiting in the wings. There's Mario Craver. He's open. Mbakwe is going to keep it, starts to accelerate, and he's going to get to the 25-yard line. Have a flag on the play. Holding against the Cougars, and that one is huge. It takes them out of field goal range. Number 39, Anton Ellison, in to kick it. And I'll be honest with you, I've seen him at practice. The word of the day is feasible. So we'll see what Ellison does. And the kid from Colorado, and they get a piece of it. So that kick got blocked. And because they had their hands on it, that ball's going to be inside the 5. Now, here's the thing. That kick was blocked. Because all the players were matriculating around as if they didn't realize what had happened. If an alert Cougar had seen it and jumped on it, that would have been Cougar ball inside the 5. And there's a scrum inside the 5. Have a Hueytown player down. Number 62 for the Golden Gophers. That is Gerald Owens. Loss of yardage on the play.
Fans, let me remind us again that tonight at the conclusion of tonight's contest, all fans, patrons.
It'll be 2nd and 13 as we go to timeout.
Should immediately exit the stadium. There's no exceptions. This comes from the Hueytown High School administration. Thank you.
All right, Gerald Owens, number 62, for the Gophers, being assisted off the field. And, you know, I've said it before, if I've said it 1,000 times, it's about the kids, and we want to make sure that they're safe and they can play the game and not come out injured. He's the first one that's really need a lot of assistance getting off the field. So we wish him well and hope everything turns out okay for him. Nonetheless, the Gophers are pinned back deep in their own area. And there, oh, safety, it looks like. We'll see what the call is. Nope, they're going to say he was out of bounds. He's got out at the kitty whisker line, if you will. I mean, he's barely out of the end zone. Randall Cole having to come out as his helmet came off. Hudson, the ball carrier. Host of Cougar defenders in there. Cougar smelling too. Here they come. Hueytown manages to get some breathing room. But that's going to bring up 4th down. So number 39, Valencia Torres, will punt from back deep in his own end zone. Have a flag on the play. False start. So it'll be half the distance to the goal. And that's going to make it a little tougher. He gets it off, and it is shanked. Cougars get away from it, and it is going to be down to around the 22-yard line. I think he got some nerves on that play by the punter, Torres. So the Cougars once again getting a short field. 9:27 remaining in the contest. The offense yet to find a solution or a rhythm. Mario Craver with the touchdown to open the second half, but that's been about all the offensive scoring that's happened in this contest. Number 5, the ball carrier, Chambers. Number 99, Christian Williams with the tackle. Looks like the rain has stopped once again. It has been off and on throughout the contest. Cougars wanting to make something happen or some sort of statement before the contest is over. Mbakwe looking for the open man. Does he have him? There's a flag on the field, and that is sure enough in the area of interference. And there's two of them back there. So we'll await the call from the official. So pass interference against the Gophers, and that'll net an automatic first down for the Cougars.
First down for Clay-Chalkville.
Ball right at the 10-yard line. Number 5, the ball carrier, following his blockers, is going to get caught from behind. Keith Green bringing down Chambers. Loss of yardage on the play. And that brings it back to the 13-yard line. Number 5 trying to find room before number 99 drags him down. Williams, the big man from Hueytown, brings down Chambers. Gain of 4 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 9 for the Cougars. Mbakwe takes the snap, looks for an open man, slips out, tries to figure out what he's doing, does it, can't get away. And that catch is made inside the 5 at about between the 3 and the 4 yard line. And that is Craver with the reception. Number 27, Brooks, preventing the score. It's going to be an interesting call here by the Cougs. And they're going to go for it. The defense have been playing lights out all night, so this is absolutely an understandable call. And you had to see that coming. Number 5, Chambers, the ball carrier. That play was slow to develop. Keith Green with the stop for Hueytown. When you needed a bang-bang play, that one was slow to develop. Hueytown loaded up the front knowing that Clay-Chalkville was going to run it. And the Gophers will take over at the 5 yard line. Now, with it being 10-3, there's going to be some out there that says you got a kicker. Why not use them? False start against the Gophers, so it'll be half the distance to the goal. So, with the false start, the ball is spotted at the 2.5. There's the option, and nothing happening on that play. Number 5, Hudson, the ball carrier. Hueytown gets it back to the 5, so it'll be 2nd and 10. So we'll see how this drive goes as the clock continues to wind down. Ellison keeps it. Ellington, pardon me. He keeps it. He's going to be run out of bounds by Carlos Ivy of the Cougars. So it is 3rd and 8 for Hueytown. Ellington looking to put it in the air. Can't find an open man, and he's going to get smothered by the Cougar defense. Number 96, Randall Cole, brings him down. And we're punting once again. Now, you got to like the previous call because the coaches want to show the offense to have confidence in them. But like I said, there's those that are going to ask. We have a flag on the field. Wait the call from the official. That one's going against the offense. So it'll be half the distance to the goal. I think that was an illegal substitution. And he gets this one up. And this one's going to be run back by the Cougars. Number 3 still on his feet. Number 3 slips through. Still on his feet. Looking for a blocker. Still on his feet. And number 3, Marlon Compton, who won the touchdown for the Cougars. Marlon Compton getting it done. Special teams, the call of the day for Clay-Chalkville. So number 39, Antoine Ellison, coming in to collect the change for Clay-Chalkville. And there it is. And the Cougars extend their lead to 14. Score is 17-3 with 5:33 remaining in the contest. Folks, the story of this night for the Cougars is going to be special teams. Something that was a bit of an Achilles heel for them last year has turned out to be more than valuable tonight in an unusual turn of events as it relates to what we normally see for Clay-Chalkville football. But the reality is this: you take what you can get, and if the special teams is going to carry the load for the night, then by gosh, let them carry the load. The defense, well, what did we expect? The same old, which is a good thing, and nobody's complaining about that. But the offense is going to have to get it figured out. There is not going to be many opportunities to face other teams with an offensive performance like we're seeing tonight. It is tough to survive in 6A that way. So Robinson and Thomas back deep for Hueytown. Ellison back to kick. And he gets another good one. And they thought, oh, the ball was loose. Or they're going to say he's down. Robinson. There were two moments on that play that you want to look at. Now, from my vantage point, it appeared that he stepped back into the end zone, which normally would have put the ball at the 20. Nonetheless, he's brought down, and there was a penalty. So you had a block in the back, which puts it right at the 13-yard line.
First down.
So it'll be first down for the Gophers. Block in the back, puts it there. Gophers with the quick pass. Tried some razzle-dazzle earlier, a little misdirection on that play, and they have yet to catch the Cougars sleeping. Gains a yard. So it'll be 2nd and 9 for the Gophers. Offsides against the Cougars. So that'll put the ball at the 19 and give Hueytown some breathing room. As a result of the penalty, it's 2nd and 4 for the Golden Gophers. Offensive line for Hueytown checks with the quarterback. There's the snap, there's the give. Nice open field tackle by the Cougars, number, I think that's 23. That is Jamarcus Jones. Hudson, the ball carrier, doesn't quite move the sticks. They're about 1.5 yards short. Big third down for the Cougar defense. Quarterback on the keeper. Ellington's going to get enough to move the chains. Have a timeout on the field. Have an injured Gopher. And that's one of their big men. That looks to be number 77 for Hueytown. And that is Gavin Penny. While they're attending to him, we hope he comes out okay, and we'll be right back.
With a disaster, a little compassion can go a long way. One of our clients, a retired firefighter, a man who dedicated his life to helping and serving others, lost his own home in a fire. We searched through the rubble and managed to salvage one precious thing, his original firefighter's uniform. The look on his face, it's a moment I'll never forget. It's why we do what we do.
We are Paul Davis!
I am Paul Davis, and I am a difference maker.
That's it. Swing all the way through going forward and all the way back. There you go. There you go. Woo!
That's tough.
Yeah.
For him?
Yeah.
Wow.
Drive your hips up. Good. Back with your legs.
Gavin Penny, the injured Gopher, being helped off the field. And, you know, like I said, these kids, they're playing hard. We hate to see them get hurt, but that's part of the game, and we hope everything comes out okay. So the Cougar defense looking to cash in with the offensive line change, and that's exactly what they do. Number 6, DJ Barber, wrapping up Ellington. Got another Golden Gopher trying to get together, trying to hang in there. Now, I'll be honest with you. These kids have a lot of heart. But you got to know that the Cougars see this. And he is their center. And here they come. And he has to get rid of it. Ellington with no time. That's going to bring up third down. Now, folks, as you know, an offensive line unit, when they're playing together as a unit. When you change a piece out, that dramatically affects the line play. And you've got one in there that's playing hurt. And that's number 50, Jordan Groom. And we're going to see if the officials make a call. And we have a timeout on the field. We have another injured Gopher. Don't know who that player is down on the ground, but we do know that number 50 is hurt. And the one coming up for the Gophers looks like number 3. Nope, that's number 9. That is Jabron Ellington, the quarterback. So we're going to hope that everything goes okay. We'll be right back. Well, nope, here they come out. They're coming out of the timeout. I thought this might take a minute. So the dynamics have definitely changed in the contest from an offensive line standpoint and quarterback standpoint for Hueytown. Number 12 in, and he puts it in the air immediately, and that pass is overthrown, and that is Vernon Slaughter. And he is a freshman. There's a flag on the play. And that is on the offense. That penalty is declined. Looked like an illegal, I believe that was an illegal shift. So that'll bring up fourth down. Back to return, Compton and Robinson. Line drive punt. Compton on the return once again. Hueytown able to get on them. And number 33 for the Gophers goes down. That's Xander Scott. So we're going to take a timeout as they tend to Scott. We'll be right back. All right, first and 10 for the Cougars. The give is to Chambers. We're about 2 minutes left in the contest. Number 19, Hanbury, with the tackle for Hueytown. Clay-Chalkville looking to get something offensively before the end of this contest. Number 5 plows his way across the 40. That's Chambers once again. Trips over a number of Hueytown defenders. Green, the primary tackler on that play. It'll be 3rd and 4 for the Cougars. Ball's at the 39-yard line. Cougars looking for the signal from the sideline. And you can tell the players are exhausted. Body language definitely visible. Cougar heavy on the left side of the formation, and number 5 gets inside the 35-yard line. He's going to get near the 32. We'll see where they spot it. Looks like it's going to be the 33. Hanbury once again with the tackle. Chambers wearing down the Hueytown defense. 39 seconds left in the contest. We'll see what Clay-Chalkville calls here. Offense certainly would like to try to redeem themselves before the game, and they're going to kneel and take the victory formation. And that's going to do it, folks. And there's your contest. The Clay-Chalkville Cougars come away with a victory, 17-3 over the Golden Gophers of Hueytown. We'd like to thank all of you guys for watching us this evening. We'd like to thank all of our sponsors once again. Paul Davis Restoration, North Park Baptist Church, Brent Rogers, Keller Williams Realty, M3 Performance and Physical Therapy, Medplex Inc., Crosspoint Baptist Church, Discount Warehouse, Lawson State Community College, the Daniel Foundation, and Road Animal Hospital, Small Steps Pediatrics, Piggly Wiggly Ace Hardware, and Marshall Family Dentistry, and Moxie Media Productions. Thanks you. Like us, give us that thumbs up, and be sure to check us out on Facebook and YouTube. Next week, we'll be coming to you from Pell City, Alabama. Good night. God bless each and every one of you. May the Lord keep a hedge of protection around you, and go Cougars!